Welcome to Adventure Buddies. My trip today is I'm taking a kayaking trip down the Great Miami River starting in Troy, Ohio. So I hope you enjoy. I don't know how far I'll get, but I took a half day off today and had this on my calendar, so I thought I'd do it today instead of tomorrow. Don't have my GoPro this time. I forgot it at the house. So we'll just deal with the iPhone. Hope you enjoy. So we are starting out at a dock by the boathouse restaurant called Treasure Island. This is an adaptive launch, so it's for people with disabilities. So I tend to like to use it because it just makes it easier to get in and out of. It's a great thing. There's one here, and I know there's one in Lake Loramie. So this is just sort of a little cove that I'm going to go out into. Pretty. Oops, some dogs out there. So I'm going to head out this way. This is how the rest of it looks. There's the adaptive launch. I'm going to head to the left towards Piqua. Sort of like the road less traveled. Which way do you take? Left or right? I'm going to take left because everybody tends to go right. So I'm actually going upstream, and I know that from previous trips I'm going to run into some rapids that I'll probably have to walk through. But going upstream is tougher, but when you get back or turn around, it's all downhill. Well, we're at another one of those road less taken areas. So I'm going to take the right. I think this is where I start to get into some small rapids. And it rained really bad last night, so I'm sort of surprised the river isn't running a little bit more, but maybe it is further up. I am about 2/3 of a mile into the trip. We'll see how far we can go. A program that I'm using also is called Paddle Logger. So it's a program that logs your distance as you're going and etc. and maps it out on your phone. So it's sort of neat. And I'm realizing that I'm going to get back downstream backwards, so I better get back at it. So right in front of me is a blue heron. Sort of hard to see. It's right back behind that tree. So that's pretty cool. I love those. I see them up at Lake Loramie all the time. So this is just a nice little cove to go into. So right now I'm having to pull the kayak. I don't know if you can see these rapids behind me, but they're too much to be able to row through. So I just stepped out, got a little wet, but even though it's the Great Miami River, it's not all that deep where I am. So probably 2 feet deep. So that's what I'm doing right now. Get up to a non-rapid area. That'd be a good idea. Okay, well, I got through all of that. You look over there, let's see if I can zoom in. You can sort of see how fast the water's going. And luckily it wasn't very far. So that's the other way that I could have taken. I've got to watch as I go so that my kayak doesn't float away. Got some fellow kayakers coming down. They're going the right way. Okay, I'm pausing for a little while. I got through a few more rapids, but I paddled through those, and that was a bit of a challenge. And I'll show you. The blue heron keeps following me, and I talked to him and told him he doesn't have to fly away. I'm not going to bother him. I don't know if you can see him or not. I zoomed in as much as I can, but he's just laying, or standing down there, not laying. And that's some of the rapids I just went through. I'm a little out of breath. I think this is going to give me a good core workout, which is what I've been wanting to work on anyway. According to my paddle logger, I'm 1.31 miles in, about 52 minutes. So I'm going to see if I can paddle for another 8 minutes, and then I'll call it a day and head back down stream. So I'm not gone too long. Okay, I got about 1.5 miles upstream, and I think I'm going to turn around. It's not as far as I've got before, but it's a little tougher today with as many rapids as I've got, and I don't want to be out too long today. So we'll head back, and maybe then I can take a little bit more video than when I'm going, because I'll just be going downstream. So I hope you enjoy the rest of it. So this is where I stopped. It's like a little island, but you can see that the water's flowing pretty decent. So it'll be a good ride back down. It's very peaceful though. It's good exercise, and it's fun. So there's houses pretty close to the edge. Yeah, and the water's only like, let's see, that's maybe 4 feet deep here. But there's a big log I'm gonna go over sideways. Now I'm going backwards. But it's a pretty area. There's another little bird over there. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a baby blue heron. Could be. Yeah, that looks like a blue heron. I'm just floating downriver. Just so peaceful. There's another house. Single wide. It's a house. So up here, I think that's when I came to the left side of this. No, I took the right side. I'm going to go down the right side, so I'll go down the opposite way. So I'm just sort of coasting right now, but it's just really a pretty day, and I try to be realistic. I don't think that kayaks are all that expensive. I guess it's all relative to how much money you got. The ones we got are some lifetime kayaks that you sit on top of, and so you're not down in a hole. And we got them from Walmart for like $100. Granted, that was a couple years ago, but you'll probably find some good deals. You could try Marketplace or something like that, but sometimes the people on there want way more money than what they're worth, so you got to sort of know, hey, what does brand new cost and what are the ones online cost. Well, back at it. Okay, getting into the rapids now. Have him take me down. Hopefully I'll catch that bunch of wood over there. This is a lot better than how I came up. It wasn't quite this hard when I was coming up. Oh, I'm getting a little close to that. That's a big tree. Cruising on down, letting the river take me downstream. Okay, well, we're coming back into Treasure Island. Sort of neat seeing the lighthouses. We're coming in. It's very slow going. Okay, here we are coming in. Pull up at the boathouse, sitting out on the balcony and enjoying a really good meal. It's a really good restaurant there. So we're about done with our trip. Okay, so we're back. Just to show you my kayak. Use a little pad there to help cushion the seat. And I got a lot of water in the back. But anyway, just a lifetime daylight. Might be able to find one. Okay, well that finishes up our trip. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you don't think it was boring. I just like to take little adventures, and maybe it will jog someone of, hey, I ought to give that a try, or, oh, I used to do that and I don't do that anymore, or whatever. So get out there and enjoy nature and the outdoors and just doing something different instead of just sitting around the house. So please like and subscribe and leave any comments you have. And thank you very much for watching. Take care.